Hey YouTube, if you want to find out how to make this cute romper and this matching bolero, stay tuned for this tutorial. Hey YouTube, it's Kharyzma and I have another DIY for you today. As you can see, this lovely beautiful pink fabric, which I love pink. It's my favorite color to wear, one of my favorites, but I think it's definitely my favorite. And I want to make a romper out of this fabric. Since it's summertime, rompers are just so easy to just throw on, look cute. You don't have to worry about matching tops to the bottoms because it's all in one piece. So if you haven't already, check out my other video that I did a romper in, because when I did that one, I actually made a pattern from that one. And this, what you see here, is the pattern for the bottom part, the shorts. And this is the romper that I made the pattern from. I got it from H&M. What I did was I cut the crotch. If you guys don't have a pattern, you can buy one or you can use something you have. I cut the crotch of it and then I turned it, let me not confuse you, let me move this here. I turned it sideways, right? So when you turn it sideways, there's going to be a long part and a short part. This long part here, that's for your backside, and that short part here will be for the front. This fits me kind of loose, so that's why it looks so stretched out like that. So I use that to make a pattern. So this is the pattern that I made from it, so that when I want to make more jumpers, you know, I can make them. And this is for the bottom part. This one is for the top part of the jumper. See, you can see the let's see about where the camera is, but this is the armhole, this is the top part, whatever. So go back to my other video with the leopard print romper so you can see that jumper. So okay, the first thing I'm going to do now is take my pattern, and like I said, if you don't have a pattern, get an old pair of shorts that you don't need anymore, cut them at the crotch area, and then place them sideways, and you're going to have a long part and you're going to have a short part. Now for this one, I want it to be a little more smaller, because this one that I made with the leopard was kind of baggy. Let me make sure this is the front and this is the back, I think. So what I'm going to do is, what I did, I cut it in half. So that way, if I want to make it bigger, let's say I wanted to make it for someone else, I can actually just go like this, and then I'll cut it out bigger. If I want to make it smaller, then I'll just overlap and make it a little bit smaller. So I'm dealing with, I think, about 1 yard of fabric this is about. So I want it to fit my fabric, and this material is stretch. So I'm just going to overlap it until it fits the material, because I'm making this for myself. And I pretty much know my size, so I know that this can fit. It's just going to be a little bit fitted because the other one is baggy. It's not going to be tight, but it'll just be fitted. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is pin from here all the way up to the top. You're going to place pins, and you're going to take it to your sewing machine when you're done, and you're going to sew from the crotch here all the way up, and the same way on the other side, from the crotch here all the way up. And then I will show you the next step. Okay YouTube, so after you are done sewing, now what you're gonna do is you can determine which is the front from the back, and you'll know the back because it's the long one that's like really long. So this is the flat way. So now you're like, okay, where are my shorts? You're going to take it and put it the front way, See? And if you could kind of see, it's shorts. Hey, let me bring it down. Yeah. But they're going to be a little bit roomy on you. But so what you're going to do is take, when you put it back the flat way, you're going to take the crotch part and you are going to line it up. Look at the seam. Get your pins and pin and take it to the sewing machine, and you're going to sew across. See that there? That's the crotch area. It's going to become one part when it's sewn together. Okay, so for now you can put that aside. We're going to move to the top part now. So now we're going to move to the top part, and I'm using scrap fabric, so this should be enough for the top. Let me bring that down for you guys. I'm going to cut these extra pieces off here on the side, and I can always use these for something else, I'm sure, like a headband or something. We know how Meesha used to say, right? Don't throw away your scraps. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take the bottom part of my jumper, my romper, right? So that I know where I'm gonna cut for the top part. I am going to, maybe you leave a little inch or so just in case, I'm not too sure. Half an inch. I'm gonna just cut straight like this because I'm gonna add elastic to the top. I'm not sure if I want it to be off the shoulder or if I'm gonna add elastic to the top and then just add 2 straps for the shoulder. But for now, while I'm figuring it out, I'm using the bottom as a guide so I know where to cut for the top. And I'm just going to go ahead and snip straight up. Yeah, it should be able to fit because that's wide enough. You're going to give yourself enough room. You're going to add elastic. This should be fine. Let's cut straight up, straight to the top. Is I don't need this bottom now. Pin the sides down, and of course you know wherever you're placing pins, you're going to take that to your sewing machine and you are going to stitch down the sides. So I'm gonna go do that and come back and show you the next step, which is attaching the top to the bottom, then adding elastic to the top and the waist part, and then your hems, and you're just about done. This romper shouldn't take you too long. Okay, YouTube, so we are at our part where we're going to add our elastic. Now I have a smaller elastic for the waist part and then a tad bit bigger one for the top part. So you're going to get your bottom part, and there's 2 ways that you could add elastic. The very beginner way is to take the garment and you can make a casing for it, but you're going to fold it over like that and then stitch all the way around, and then you're going to feed the elastic through. Or you can just take the elastic, take it to your sewing machine. Of course you're going to back stitch once you get it on, and then as you go along, you sew it, you're going to pull the elastic to make it stretchy. And also as you're sewing it, like, the machine is going to grab the fabric onto the elastic and it'll scrunch up. So I'm going to go do that now to my bottom, and you're going to add the elastic to your top the same way. You just take the elastic, put it around your waist to measure, and all along you should have been trying your jumper on to know like how long you want the top, how long you want the bottom, so that you can make adjustments along the way. And you're gonna also, for the top part, take the elastic, measure it around your bust area, and then you can add an inch and do the same thing to the top part. And then I'm gonna come back with my elastic attached, and I'm gonna show you how to attach the top to the bottom. I already hemmed the bottom of my shorts, so these are good to go. So that's it, and we're almost done with the jumper. Okay, YouTube, so by now you are done attaching the elastic to the bottom part. You're done hemming the bottom part, and you should be done attaching the elastic to the top part if you want it off the shoulder. If you want to add straps to it, that's optional. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that yet, but that is optional if you have the elastic at the top and you want to make straps to add, so you can cover your bra straps, or this could be strapless and you could wear it with a strapless bra. Or if you don't have a strapless bra, you could put a sweater or a cardigan or one of those little short boleros to cover your bra straps. So you know which, I usually put a pin so I could tell like which is the front and which is the back. So I put pins on both front parts, so I know that this is the front and this is inside out. So now you're just gonna attach your top to the bottom. So first of all, you make sure your middle seam on your shorts are lined up in the center, so that you know these are your corners of the shorts. And then you want to make sure that the side seams on your top part just match up with the corners of the shorts, because the shorts don't have a seam on the side, the seam is in the middle. So you just get these parts here and make sure you line them up, and then you get your pins, and then you'll take it and then like this. Hold on. Make sure you get the sides on first. So now you know that the corners are together, and then you just continue attaching pins around, and then you're gonna take it to your sewing machine. All the stitches that I've done have been a zigzag because it stretches. You're using elastic. And the width that I've used is 3.5 so that the stitch can be wide. So you're going to pin all the way around because you're attaching the top to that bottom piece. And then you're going to take this to your sewing machine and you're going to stitch all the way around, and your jumper will be done. So I'm going to come back when it's finished and show you how I styled this. And this was a cool little romper.